Okay, this is day 8 of the Table Topics 30-Day Challenge. First question, is it more important to love or be loved? Well, hello fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. I think loved and to be loved, I look at that as being equal. Why? Well, first there's to be loved. We all have that desire and that need to be loved. Who walks around saying, you know what, I really want to be hated. When I woke up this morning, that was my desire, yeah. No. We don't walk around like that. We walk around with this need for connection. And part of that connection then is the other side of it, is to love, is to be able to give over another side of ourselves, to be vulnerable, and to love others. And it's in both of those things that we grow. One is giving of ourselves, that is to love, and the other one is to grow from the encouragement and support of being loved. So for me, I see both of those as equally important, to love and to be loved. Mr. Toastmaster, minute 18. If a doctor gave you 5 years to live, what would you try to accomplish? Well, hello fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. Man, that would be hard news to get, 5 years. But on one hand, it's better than 5 days or 5 months or 5 weeks. In 5 years, for me, I think it's important to leave a legacy behind. And a legacy of love, a legacy of education in a sense, like how the world works. And I'm talking in the sense of my kids. I want to leave them a legacy, something not only that they remember me by, but more importantly, that serves them, that takes care of them and their families. I don't want them to look back and go, man, I didn't learn a thing from my dad. He didn't help me. He didn't prepare me for anything. For me at this stage in my life, it's very important that my kids are prepared for what happens and what comes up, A couple of them are young adults and another one will be there in a few years. And I think it's my responsibility, I know it's my responsibility as their dad to be able to give them those things. It's my duty. So that's what I would do if I got the news that I had 5 years left. Thank you. Mr. Toastmaster, minute 32. If you had to move 3,000 miles away, what one thing would you miss the most? Okay. Well, hello fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. When I first heard that question, I don't know why, but the first thing that leapt to mind was location. 3,000 miles away, like geographically. And that may be because I've been born and raised here, and this is the only place I've really known as a place to live. I haven't lived in other states. I haven't experienced other states. I visited, yeah, but actually lived, no. So I love the proximity to the beach. That's one of the things I really enjoy. I was just by there today. And I think that is such a wonderful thing because of not just the beauty, but there's the spiritual side to it. There's a calmingness, a serenity to it. And I really have trouble imagining what it would be like to live in a state like, let's say, Nebraska or Oklahoma that's landlocked. There's no ocean, there's no coast. Yeah, you can go to a lake, and you can look at the water, and some of the lakes, like I guess Lake Michigan, they even have waves and tides and stuff, but it's not the ocean. It's not the same. So to be away from the coast, I think would be one of the things that I would miss the most. Mr. Toastmaster, minute 32. Whose life have you had the greatest impact on? Well, hello fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. I think when I have had the greatest impact on the lives of my children. At least I'd like to think so. You know, when I was going to be a father for the first time, I was wondering, what's it going to be like? I'm going to be charged with shaping this person, with helping them grow. And in some ways, even when she was here, when she was first born, hours old, it's like, where's the instruction manual? What am I supposed to do? You know instinctively, but still it's like this whole little human being. And then as they grow and you're with them, it becomes more automatic. Still a lot of answers, a lot of unknown answers and a lot of unknowns. But you figure it out as you go. And it's funny because as they get older, or as she got older, I found myself saying things and hearing my dad or my mom. It's like, oh man, I've become them. And then the light went on. I kind of got it. I kind of got what they were trying to do. So I'd like to think that I've had the biggest impact on the lives of my kids, and hopefully for many more years to come, in a positive way. Madam Toastmaster, 148.